Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and today we're going to take one of those wooden crates we got at the Dollar Tree and turn it into a pumpkin shadow box. It is also my 10-year anniversary for this page, so whoever sprinkles this video will receive all the supplies to make this project except for the paints. First thing I used was the orange checked ribbon from Dollar Tree, the wooden crate, a small wooden sign, some orange acrylic paint, some brown wax, antique white acrylic paint, one of the wooden stems from the Dollar Tree, one of the medium-sized foam pumpkins, some Excelsior, some raffia, and you'll need a fine point black permanent marker. First thing I did was take my orange acrylic paint and paint the entire crate. And I painted the inside and the outside and the bottom. So the entire crate, and don't forget to get in between all of the slats. This is truly the most tedious part of the whole project, is painting the crate. And I will provide all of the items to make this project: the crate, the pumpkins, the Excelsior, the raffia, the ribbon, the sign, and the wood stem. I will provide everything to make this project except for the paint and the wax. So you'll be able to follow along and make this. After I painted the crate and I let it all dry, I used the brown wax and a paintbrush and just spread the wax around on the crate wherever I wanted it to be dark, and I sort of dabbed off the wax onto a rag and just dry brushed it all over the crate. Gave it an antique, old look. And if you don't have the wax, you can use burnt umber paint. If you water it down, you can do the same technique with that. And you can see it's got the rustic look to it. Next, I took the antique white and I painted my sign. I bought this sign a long time ago. I'm not even sure where I got it, but Hobby Lobby sells smaller, similar wood cutouts that would be perfect for this project. Once I finished painting the sign, I did the same technique with the brown wax. I dry brushed it onto the sign. I wanted the sign to have the same antique look that I gave the pumpkin. I went back over a little bit with the antique white because it came out really dark. So I brightened it back up a little bit with the antique white. You can see it's just slightly antiqued. Next, I took the Excelsior and I just grabbed a bundle of it and I glued it to the very bottom of the crate. And it looks like hay. It's a little bit messy, this part of the project. I cut off the excess that was hanging out because I didn't want it hanging over. And I think it looks awesome. It looks just like hay. Next, I took one of the pumpkins and I just popped the clip off the bottom. And I glued that right to the inside on top of all of the hay. See how cute that looks? Next, I glued on my wood stem at the top of the crate to give the illusion that the crate is a pumpkin. Next, I took my raffia and I made myself a small bow with that and a piece of the ribbon. I didn't want a huge bow and I wanted it to look more natural than anything, so I didn't use a lot of ribbon. I used a lot of raffia instead. So I just grabbed out a handful, added the ribbon to it the same length. Then I took a piece of raffia that was longer than the other pieces, and I used that to wrap around the center of my bow to hold it all into place. So I just took it, wrapped it around, and tied it in a knot, and that will hold the whole bow together. Once I had the bow looking the way that I wanted it to, trimmed it up. I attached it to the top of the pumpkin right in front of the wood stem. It's coming out so cute. I absolutely love this project. Next, I just took a pencil and I wrote Pumpkin Harvest on it. And then I used my marker and I just wrote over all of the letters that I had done in pencil so that they would be darker. So I basically just traced over it with the Sharpie. And I did this all freehand, no stencil. And then I glued it kind of diagonal on top of the crate. This project came out so cute, and I love it, and everything was from the Dollar Tree. If you love this project, please don't forget to sprinkle for your chance to win. Thank you for watching.